Hit the like and subscribe as we continue to rebuild the platform. Gavin Newsom sticking his foot in his mouth like the schmuck that he is. Again, unreal. Governor Newsom told a black crowd in Georgia, I'm like you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. I can't read.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now let's listen to this nonsense so I can give my full opinion.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
Shut up.
It's funny you say that, Governor, because we've heard you in other interviews say different things like this.
You've written a hell of a book, and I don't say that lightly. I went through it in a quick hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And trust me, I don't read very fast, but it reads at an unbelievable pace. It's so well written. And of course, it's so familiar because I felt a little bit adjacent to so much of the subject matter, but it's 18 chapters. It's an impressive piece of work, 263 or so pages.
So let me get this straight. When you're sitting across from black people or in front of black people, I'm slow. I have learning disabilities. I'm just like y'all. I can't read. You sit in front of these good white people, all of a sudden you are a speed reader.
Shit.
We also have this. Listen to this nonsense, y'all.
But also, it was also about paying the bills, man. And it was just like hustling. And so I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, started, just getting obsessed, sitting there with the Wonder Bread and 5 stacks of,
It's like the White Stack 5 story.
Come on. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, man. Bro. Are you talking about me?
Yo, YG.
YG, man.
Every day in the backyard, just bouncing the basketball, throwing the ball against the wall until the ball is just like fraying, man. And your arms
Entertaining
fall
yourself.
off. That's it, whole thing. So just, and then, then this student that was shitty student is in the back with his head down, all of a sudden started throwing the baseball a little faster than everyone else. And started, make a few free throws because I was sitting there practicing 500 of them every damn night. And in high school, I look up in the stands, my dad's back up there. But also,
Okay, dope.
and it's like, man, and then he's bringing his friends and you're captain of the team and you're like, geez, and it just saved me and it got me into college.
Okay.
So there you have it. He talking about light bread and macaroni and cheese.
You's a liar!
Let him tell it. He got it about the mud. Let's go to his Wikipedia page. Here we are on his Wikipedia page. I just want to read a certain part of this to you guys. Zoom in a little bit. Gavin Christopher Newsom was born October 10th, 1967 in San Francisco, California, to Tessa Thomas and William Alfred Newsom III, classy name there, a state appeals court judge, an attorney for Getty Oil. Gavin Newsom is a descendant of the Newsom family of architects active in the early 20th century in California who originally came from Canada. William Newsom was a close friend of billionaire Gordon Getty, who repeatedly supported Gavin's career. William Newsom would also, for a time, help manage the Getty Trust. Meaning, this man is a liar. He tried to tell you he got it up out the mud. He's a liar.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
It makes no sense that so many of our people just hitch their wagon to these people no matter what they say, no matter how many times they prove openly that they don't give a diddly poo about you and don't offer you anything but stupid stories talking about some Wonder Bread and macaroni and cheese. Telling you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Things of that nature. I'm running my channel a certain way, right? We not shilling. We're not bending the knee to any group of people. I'm giving my opinions. I'm telling the truth. I'm calling it like I see it. Period. There's going to be points where you disagree with me, and that's fine. It's okay to have a public discord. That's how you grow. You don't have a bunch of yes people around you or just shilling for one group of people. That will send you down a road like this clown here that was sitting across from me. Mayor Andre Dickens issues a statement following backlash over Gavin Newsom's comments. When you're a shill and you're a part of the system and you bend the knee to the system, this is what you have to do. You got to defend nonsense. Let's read his statement here. Take it from someone who was actually in the chair asking the questions. Context matters more than a headline. The conversation around his new book included him speaking about his own academic struggles, including not doing well on the SAT. That wasn't an attack on anyone. It was a moment of vulnerability about his own journey. The man said he can't read. You never see me read, right? He said that. You never see me read a speech. But again, in front of the good white people, he is a speed reader. Yeah? Same person, right? I mean, unless that was his doppelganger. Real or the same person. Okay? Ain't nothing real. I mean, that was a definite slip. Ain't nothing real about Gavin Newsom. Fake as a $3 bill. Finish reading the rest of this idiot statement here. But y'all gonna vote for him again, right? When he runs. Oh, God. We've got so used to loud, chest-pounding politics that when someone speaks about shortcomings, people try to twist it into something else. Let me be clear, though. This is Atlanta. We don't need anyone to tell us when to be offended. And history has shown when we are, you'll know. If you want the full context, watch the full clip, read the book, and engage in complete conversation. I ain't reading that trash. And I heard his words. And when you compare them to certain things he said in the past, he has a habit of doing certain things, which the Democratic Party does. When trying to, quote unquote, relate Jasmine Crockett cussing up a storm. This broad was raised in a lovely 2-parent home. Her parents invested a ton into her. Private school her entire life. She gets a semblance of notoriety. What does she do? She tries to act like some broad that should be on Love and Hip Hop. Cussing up a storm, filthy mouth. I think I know why she's single. Anyway, that would be another video, right? But when you bend the knee to these people, you have to defend nonsense. You have to be like the people who are defending Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb has made an absolute fool of himself the last month, even more so than usual. Made a fool out of himself the last month or so. But you'll still have people defending him, putting hands on a woman, lying on his platform week after week, talking about some conspiracies.
You think I'm a goddamn fool?
When you're a shill, similar to that fat piece of garbage, Roland Martin, Mark Lamont Hill, so on and so forth, you have to defend nonsense because it's tied literally to how you make a living. So these people will defend any and everything. And this man here is included. As B Studio Skin Clinic stated, I'm from Atlanta and I was absolutely offended. Thank you. Let's see what responses this person gets here. Let's see if the people of Atlanta got some sense. Chase _in _Jason. If you think that's bad, wait until you find out what the president is on. Here you go. See all these idiots. The only thing that they say to anything, no matter what the subject is, what about Trump? What about Trump? What about Trump? We ain't talking about him right now. And you know what? Our people didn't vote for Donald Trump at a 90+% clip. You already know where the Republicans stand. All right? You already know where they stand. You vote for these people, especially our women, at a 90+% clip, and they literally tell you what Kamala Harris say. You expect me to do something just for black people? No. Literally said that. Woman said, I ain't gonna give you nothing specifically for you. And like I said, our women voted for her at a 90+% clip. The men voted for her at an 80-something% clip, but more importantly, the men sat the couch. That's why she lost. Michigan, Ohio, the blue wall, they all sat the couch. Men in Georgia sat the couch. They voted for the couch. That's why she didn't win. Let's see. Miss Ayers, 1990, same. Agreeing with the original comment here. Laura B. Wash. It's not that deep. All right, Laura. D.F. Hobbs. Shut up, Piggy is more accessible. accessible for you. Let's see. All right, here we go. Poor.K.69. Clutch those pearls real tight, or maybe explain it to yourself the way you do Orange Daddy's verbal diarrhea. He was only joking, and or you took him out of context. Those always seem to work for you. Again, these people are so... look, I'm in my early 40s. I was young during the Reagan administration. Remember a little bit of Bush 1. Ronald Reagan was literally selling drugs. to U.S. citizens to fund wars in Central America. And y'all worried about some Donald Trump. I have never seen a president get this much hate. People be this bothered, so sensitive. Ronald Reagan was selling drugs to black people. And we had to live through that. The effects of your own government destroying thriving parts of this city. Throwing freeways in the middle of thriving black communities. Dumping a bunch of illegal aliens in thriving black communities. Messing up the job market. Black people in Los Angeles is doing well. How's the black population in America, in Los Angeles, half of what it was? How? In the 70s and 80s. Black people getting pushed out to Palmdale, Pomona, San Bernardino, Riverside, Moreno Valley, and places like that. 8 years of Reagan. You lived through Bush 1. You lived through Bush 2. How in the world can people who are of a decent or relatively, if you're in your 30s and you had to live through 8 years of George W. Bush, 9/11, the recession of 08, which we still haven't recovered from, by the way. Still haven't. But y'all got all the smoke for Donald Trump. And well, actually, I've seen people actually look at George W. Bush as a figure of like, man, I wish we could go back. What?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
You out your mind. Those were literally the dark ages we was under the Bush administration. It was so bad, you had white folks saying, here, I'll vote for the black dude. That's how bad it was. And this is no defense of Donald Trump, because I've never been a fan of Donald Trump, unlike a lot of y'all. I've never been a fan of Donald Trump. And if I had a channel over the course of the last 15 to 20 years, you would know that I was no fan of Donald Trump. He's a schmuck too. But these people are so obsessed with him. It's actually crazy. I've never seen nothing like it. Never seen nothing like it. This dude got these people in their feelings like no other. All right, let's see. Let's read a couple. Let's read a couple others. Let's see. J_R_J_1. Who are you to say folks shouldn't be offended? Newsom didn't think Andre scored well on the SAT, or the folks in the audience like them couldn't read. Then again, you thought a couple of those skirts that you've worn actually fit. So go ahead and carry on with your BS. Did I? Oh, I missed that. I missed that one. That was the next comment. He's responding to this woman that said, Lisa Rose. That's not your place, though. If anyone should be offended, it's Dickin, and he's not. So, let me see. He said just her skirts don't fit. She probably made her page private. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, she's from out here. Well, no, she's not from out here, but she's living out here. Let's see. Maybe he's referring to this. It's a big fat broad. It's all right though. It's all right. She out here doing her thing with confidence. So let's read some more comments here. Get on out from the original post that I found this on. From roaming, I guess it is. Doesn't he want to run for president? Exactly. Politics have fallen off at such a. They have had a precipitous fall. If you watch a debate from 20 years ago, it's alarming how everyone kind of had to make sense in order to not make a fool out of themselves. But these people they're out here, they're unhinged. Like I said, cussing up a storm and trying to use that to quote unquote relate to the people. People need some bread in their pockets. That's what they need. They need a better job market. They need you to secure these borders. They need you to stop Gavin Newsom handing out CDLs to people who are not even citizens here. Gavin Newsom. Anyway, another comment. Let's see. 19L_YB. The worst type of racism is passive racism, which is racism that's mostly hidden and shown in situations like these. Hope y'all see it now. Uh-oh. I see this next comment. I'm going to have to read that one. But anyway, let's finish this. Derek_Lee_official, the left's playbook. Malcolm X said it 60 plus years ago. Y'all come down here. You can't win without us. You come down here. You shuck and jive. You don't promise anything. And you got most of these people voting for them anyway. 60 years ago. And we're still doing it. Still. It's amazing to me. Safari Gang 203, yes, Democrats own passive racism. Had to switch once I woke up and did my own research. What's this? Ray Carmona, 415, talking to Nathaniel or Nathaniel YB, you soft. Now World 211, finally people are starting to see it. We needed morons like Newsom. He's not intelligent enough to keep up the charade the Democrats do. Kind words of affirmation with a smile, but the worst ones secretly. Exactly. The Sean J. Democratic Party playbook. That's why I hate them. Let's see. Let's see. The_Fame76. I see it encrusted every day out of our current administration. I didn't really see it here, though. May have just missed it. Do you mind pointing it out? Passive racism is, hey, you guys aren't smart enough to lead yourselves, so you need white daddy to hold your hand and guide you. That's what they're talking about. And then you have, like I said, that fat piece of garbage, Roland Martin, people like him, want that hug. They want that hug. And they want that affirmation from people like Gavin Newsom. That's what they crave. That's what they live for. Let's read this last one and I'm gonna get on out of here. 10 the Savage, whatever it is. We lose comprehension more and more due to clip culture. Gavin says the same thing in every interview and podcast, whether white or black or otherwise. He wasn't great in schools. His parents split. Mom struggled. His father wasn't the greatest. He was good at sports. Dad comes back into the picture later. Black mayor of San Francisco took him under his wing. How in the world did he get to politics? Because he was connected. We literally read his background. He trying to sell it to you like he was struggling. He wasn't struggling. What you talking about? Somebody put this dude in check. Let's see, Scotty P21, bro. Nobody worried about clips. Gavin is a bum, and everyone effing knows it. This isn't the first time he said some stupid stuff. Let me see, Savvy _ NG America. This dude is beyond evil. He laughs and mocks anyone who questions him. He looks so far down on people that it's crushing. You got somebody that agrees with him. Was this LeMay Horn exactly? Stan Stairs. His family is over rich. He was the rebel. That's all. That's his view. But his family will tell you he didn't need for anything. He just want to be. He just a wannabe. Exactly. Let's see. Sandra Evans 8. Oh, so now you want to do some research, but conveniently only when trying to justify racism that did not come from the person you prefer. There you go. There you go. That's why these people keep on bringing up Trump. It's to have it to have come from to further the tired, wrong narrative you support. Because had this been Trump telling you to your face how stupid he thinks you are, you wouldn't be saying this stuff. But see, look, racist. Exactly. Sandra is on point here. Let's see. I'm so sick of the selective outrage and selective stupid y'all stuck on. I'm tired. I'm talking extra strength stupid. If you really support reading past clips, then your stupid behind would believe everything that the Shade Room tells you to believe. So please, shut the F up. She was on point there. This is the point that I'm actually trying to get across. This is the racism that people will defend the Democratic Party no matter what. They're okay with it. The quote unquote, I'm your friend, but I'm going to put the knife in your back. This dude shot down reparations for black people. You have black people sitting up here defending him. I ain't going to be one of them. I know where he stands. He's been shooting stuff down for us the whole time he's been in office. Sandra Evans 8, you're correct. Look at this idiot. Miracle Lou 2. Exactly. He's responded to your original poster here. And the crowd wasn't even black. See, this is what I mean. These people are delusional, bro. There's no helping them. There's no helping them. Last one, Diamond _D _Styles. You do realize you cooning for an MF that had a big old family dinner like he was a mob boss in the middle of COVID. Oh, yeah. family heavily invested in vineyards, in wine vineyards. And one of the few things that could stay open during COVID was what? The wineries. Okay. He telling you, you can't leave your house. And like this person said, he's having large dinners. Not a mask in sight. But you can't leave your house. This dude's a fraud. Let me know what y'all think about this. Am I being too tough on Governor Newsom? Or am I on point as per usual? Hit the like, subscribe, please, as we continue to regrow the platform. And of course, till next time, I'm out.